What's up, you guys? It occurred to me that in all the videos and exercise demonstrations I've done, I really haven't showcased many, or if any, total body workouts utilizing a Weider Ultimate Bodyworks or a Total Gym. And really, this is where this machine essentially shines in not just its portability, its efficiency, but really getting a lot done in a short period of time. So this is what I thought I'd show that. This is something I did on a weekend, just basically a Saturday. I know I normally have like a upper and lower body routine that I follow utilizing this machine. But really I wanted to show you guys just how efficient this workout can be. This is something you could do as a Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout. You could modify these certain things. In fact, I'll maybe in the future make a whole week, a couple weeks worth of just total body workouts and show you guys. But as always, if you kind of like this content, if you like seeing more workouts, definitely let me know. Feel free to give me more comments and stuff you guys want to see. Like and subscribe to the channel, it's always helpful as well. Basically what I did in this workout was I had 3 different circuits. Again, I'll timestamp them all below and links to all the stuff down below as well. And right now you're seeing the bungee cords attached, and I'm basically kind of going with 3 kind of, in each sequence I have 3 exercises, and they're all kind of very good exercises in my opinion. You can modify them, you can make them harder, you can make a light, moderate, hard day, like I said, like a moderate Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if you want to keep this kind of same routine and switch it up a little bit. There's a lot of variations you guys can do. As always, if you want to email me a variation, something else to substitute, I'd be happy to answer it. Basically, you saw me do with the prone kind of face down press, but I really like this leg extension. But basically, I'm just doing kind of a squat, heels on the side as always, driving the knees out as always so I can get deeper. But I'm also extending the hips up so I kind of work my glutes. Keep in mind too, I have the bungee cords attached. And then again, the bungee cords are still attached, and you'll see this in a workout coming up in the near future. This is really hard. If you guys can try this yourselves, this is at a moderate kind of middle incline. You can go up a little bit higher, I think. But that little press that I did, again, keep in mind where the straps are kind of going. That's actually a tough press to do. Even so, if you don't have dumbbells like I've recommended before, this is still a great machine to kind of give you that strength workout. This standing row, you definitely don't have to stand. I've had many videos where I show this kind of standing row. I like doing it for the sake of just being fun. At this point, I feel really comfortable on it, but yeah, obviously this thing, a cord could snap and it'd be a stupid thing to do. So you definitely could kneel, you don't have to stand on it. I just kind of like doing different angles. This is that same kind of prone squat that I did. This time I utilized a board. You guys have seen other videos where I start strapping that board to the squat stand to kind of give yourself a little more of a base. I'll put a link down below as well to a nice board that I'd recommend, like a fitness type of board that you could use if you don't have like access to just like a skateboard. I'm expecting people to buy skateboards to do this. If you had a plank of wood, you could use that too. So I'm kind of switching up the order subtly, but basically what I'm doing in this first circuit is a lower type of squat, some sort of just the basic chest press, and then I'm going into some sort of a row, kind of central row, and notice I'm kind of crossing the cables as well here. But basically what I'm doing is just some sort of squat, some sort of chest press, and then some sort of a row. The sequence that's going to be coming up here in a second, basically it's kind of a similar thing, except I'm going to, instead of a chest press, I'm going to start with do some sort of a shoulder motion. Then again, I'll do some sort of a back action, and then I'll do again another leg exercise. So I'll just wait until I jump into that. It's gonna be coming up shortly. Otherwise, you can just jump to the timestamp down below, and I'll start see you guys in the next sequence. Alright, so I had a whole video about this, how to do like a total gym, Weider Ultimate Bodyworks, deadlift. This is the closest thing you can get to a deadlift using this machine. Again, it looks kind of high risk. It might be to some people. You can totally just sub this exercise out, don't do it, and instead put in, just pick up something heavy off the ground. If you don't have dumbbells, you can load a heavy laundry basket, but basically I'm just doing a bend hinge pattern. In fact, a substitution might be really good to do kind of once in a while, but I'm just kind of showing you guys a purist workout just using this machine. And then I'm going to jump into, again, the shoulder press. Just a great, again, working the upper body limb portion here of the total body workout here we're doing. and just doing great shoulder press exercise. I think it's one of the best kind of bread and butter exercises to do. And then after this, again, going into one of my favorites. And it might seem like, yeah, there's only some, like, first I should say, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this machine. There's a lot of bread and butter stuff that I think is just so good. I just keep coming back to it, not to change it up too much. But with that said, I mean, I can make a lot of nuanced, novel things, but there's actually a lot of combinations of these workouts that I think you could really showcase a lot of different workouts, really just forever, as far as the different combinations of just the essential kind of bread and butter exercises. So you can see it's kind of a short sequence. That's why I kind of make these workouts somewhat kind of flow together, fairly unique. Notice the setting, I don't think I change it. You certainly could if you want to, but I like stuff that's just kind of leave it where it is and kind of work around the machine. For you guys, but also for me. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this workout should really only take, if you look at the clock behind you, and considering that I actually take some breaks, I think this took me about 30 minutes. So this is a solid, and I guess it would probably even take you faster than that if you busted right through it. This would, a really good total body workout that takes about 30 minutes. And in my opinion, this question still comes up. I have a whole video about this. Can you gain muscle on this machine? You can, and I think you can gain muscle even doing a total body workout like this 3 or 4 times a week. I would say I would change up the exercises and some of the other variables to kind of switch things up. But in my opinion, yeah, you definitely could just stick total body and make this something a part of like your weekly routine. I'd even argue you could use this thing every day. You just got to kind of be smart about not overdoing it, switching up body parts and things like that. But my preference would be stick to an upper lower, or again, you could do total body, 3 or 4 times a week as well, assuming you're spacing it out and switching the workouts up. So again, I'll see you guys on the next little timestamp down below. I'll show you guys I'll kind of chime in during the kind of single joint stuff. We'll kind of add toward the kind of finishing touches to this workout. All right, and then finally kind of wrap this up to kick off, pun intended or no pun intended, to kick off this final sequence. I'm doing these glute kickbacks. I had a whole video on this. I think this is becoming one of my favorite leg exercises, but it's definitely a great exercise that's unique to this machine, unique to a lot of home exercise equipment. This glute kickback is great in the sense that I've already said before I'd like doing glutes because it's a neglected body part that does a lot for the body. So if you can isolate it, it's a good idea. But really, it just feels really good, this exercise. It's something that you can either do bend your knee like this and engage and click your glutes out, or you can go straight knee and as well and kind of kick it back that way. You also could increase the tension by the incline, also putting the bungee cables on, so you can make this a lot harder or easier if you wanted to kind of make it a little less reps versus higher reps. And I think it just flows together with the other arm exercises that I do with this this final sequence here. And so then eventually I jump into the tricep extensions, and these tricep extensions as well, I got this hammer grip. I've said this before too, with the link down below to the other grips that I bought. The stock grips that came with this Weider Ultimate Bodyworks eventually broke, so I bought this newer pair of grips that so far has been holding up pretty well. And again, I like them for their versatility. They can kind of put my foot in there. But this grip, I grab it like a hammer like this, and this is another kind of newer exercise I started discovering in the last couple months that I really like for tricep extensions. Granted, I know that sometimes this can kind of bother my elbow, so it's definitely something you might have to adjust to make it easier. And then again, another bread and butter one is this inverted arm curl. I do this I swap this one out as far as a bicep exercise at the end when I choose to do arms for upper body day. And I've said this many times as well, that I had a whole video just about this building arms. I would choose this exercise over anything in the gym any day. I think this machine in general is great just for working your arms and building your arms, as far as having that tension go directly to the bicep or tricep. So I think all these exercises combined, there's tons of different other variations and ways you can kind of substitute or progress or regress these exercises, but this is just showing you one workout, hopefully just showing you how easy and versatile the Weider Ultimate Bodyworks or Total Gym is in getting a efficient, time efficient total body workout in your day. So that's why I kind of like it. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, comments, feedback, it's always helpful to let me know. Again, the links are down below to the equipment itself. And then if anything else you guys want me to talk about, be happy to go into more details. Thanks.